1977, we got hit head on by a girl driving the wrong side of the road, passed on a curve.
You did?
Yeah. And it was a horrible accident. She got killed, almost killed us. I got thrown out of the car. Came out of that with 24-hour day headache. 24-hour day headache never went away. Every day after day, nonstop. And at 27 years old, the doctor said, you might have to learn to live with it. Thinking it was like a death sentence at 27 years old. But somebody worked on his wife used to have headaches, went to a comfort, no more headaches. So I went in desperation, and he saved my life. And so,
how long did it take before your headaches went away?
Instantly. I mean, it came back. I cracked my head on the door jamb on the way out. It took the steering wheel in the gut, injected out into the street. So it took him a long time to straighten me back out. But the first adjustment was poof, immediate. He's talking. I'm in la la. I can't even hear him. I'm just la la land. And,
this was a guy here in Rutland?
No, this was actually Claremont, New Hampshire. I was living in Springfield, working in Springfield, living in Baltimore, Vermont. The doctor in Claremont had an excellent reputation, so that's where I went. And it took a long time to straighten me back, untwist me, stand me back up straight. Although I'd had 4 years of college at Providence College, I had no sciences. So I needed 2 years of sciences to go to chiropractic college. So I went to Calston, took 2 years of chemistry simultaneously along with anatomy and physiology. So I go to chiropractic college. And that's why I'm here today.
So because of this accident, you got a career.
Yeah.
And how long have you been practicing now? That's since 19...
Since my license says 1/1/84, though I actually started in 83. Back in those days, the state board called me and said, okay, you passed, you can start today. My board actually, my license says 1/1/84. Ever read Kurt Vonnegut?
Yes, sure.
Cat's Cradle?
Yes.
Well, at the end of the book, it's soliloquy. Him and his girlfriend, two people left on Earth, and she despairs. She tells you, now he's the last guy left on Earth. And he says, really? Me? The last guy on Earth? He said, there must be a reason. If not, I'll make one up because I need a reason. And that's where I was after this accident, because you leave 30 seconds sooner or later, you're not there, There must be a reason, So chiropractic became my reason, to take good from that tragedy.
But when you were a young man, you didn't start out to be a doctor or a chiropractor.
No.
What'd you want to be?
What I want to be. I didn't know what I wanted to be, but whatever you've done, you can always get another job doing the same thing. So I was the original dinner cook at the Back Home Café, 1973 to 1976. They didn't have dinner. They had never had a dinner cook. So I walked into that job with no formal training and worked there 3 years.
Well, you became a cook, a professional cook, but you had no training.
Yeah.
So how'd you learn how to cook? Before that, I mean, what gave you the confidence to know that you could do it?
I don't know, cockiness. I'd always, I worked at Cortina doing breakfast and dinner. You learn things along the way. I worked at Summit Lodge doing breakfast and lunch, breakfast and dinner. So you pick up things along the way, and there's a great creative outlet in cooking. Well, when I was working in Springfield, I was a restaurant manager. There's no creativity in being a restaurant manager. There's no joy in that. If you're a restaurant manager, it's like, who's not showing up today?
Right, just keep things going.
Yeah. So I like to cook. And I was smart enough to marry a really good cook.
Do you still cook?
Yeah.
What's your specialty?
The simplicity of broiled lamb chops.
Oh, yeah. Simple for you.
Yeah. I'm going home and have lamb for lunch.
Yeah. So now that you say you're middle-aged at 68, what do you want to be when you grow up? What's your ambition now?
Retire.
To retire. And do what? What are you going to do when you retire?
I'll fill in for other chiropractors. Guy wants to go on vacation, do that kind of work. Teach, sell the big house, ski, I skied 60 days last year, working full time. Well, I worked Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I skied, work Monday, ski Tuesday. Yeah. Work Wednesday, ski Thursday. Work Friday, ski Saturday, Sunday.
It's a good life.
It's a great schedule, Yeah. I'd like to do even more skiing.
You came up here and you were part of this scene, this countercultural scene.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Well, the cafe was the center of it in Rutland for sure. Downtown upstairs, and everybody ate there for lunchtime, from the lawyers to the hippies to the old ladies, and so it was a great scene. And that was because I was there at night. I might as well hire the music too.
Right.
So cook, date waitresses, and hire the music. It's a great scene.
Why did that it came to a screeching halt
The cafe?
at one point? Not the cafe necessarily, but the culture, the counterculture, so-called. It's gone. It's pretty much gone. I mean, you're a professional. I became what I became.
Yeah.
And at one point, I just said, I got to get a job. I need money.
Right. Well, I've always had a job. I've always worked. We're worker bees. We're meant to work. But I think it just sort of went underground. We all cut our hair.
Right.
But did our political beliefs change? I don't think so. Well, Howard had fought chiropractic tooth and nail when he was governor.
You fought it?
Yeah. And Howard believed that chiropractic should only be under medical prescription. Well, that would be a disaster. And at one point, the Iowa Chiropractic Association called and said, "What's the story on Howard Dean?" We said, "Well, he's the enemy of chiropractic." I said, "Well, we have a meeting with Howard. We want you and Charles Foster to fly out and be there for the meeting." I was president of the state association at the time, and I think Charles was vice president. So we flew to Iowa. It was after 9/11 because two guys with no luggage was a good cause to be searched. So we went to Iowa, and we met, and I took out the position paper from the American Chiropractic Association and took out Howard's copy of it. I said, "Howard, you see there's something missing here." He said, "You took out the sentence that says chiropractic patients value their care and believe it has a positive impact on their lives." Took that sentence out. He took out these other two words here, direct access. He said, "Well, somebody on my staff must have rewritten that. I didn't make those changes." So he left, and our meeting continued. They said, "What do you think?" I said, "Well, I think he lied." He said, "Well, yeah, we all think he lied." So I said, "Well, if Howard Dean becomes president, you'll have chiropractic under medical prescription. So you got to do whatever you got to do, but there are more chiropractors per capita in Iowa than anywhere else." I said, "Call your members." And Howard dropped from first to third like a rock. I didn't realize that he knew what had happened until I was behind him one day in Chicago Airport. They changed our gates, and I'm behind Howard, and I came around front.
Just coincidence.
Coincidence, yeah. So he knows me by as Mo. So I come around and say, "Howard, excuse me, I think I'm in front of you." And I pull up my hand. He looks me up and down and says, "Where are you coming back from? Iowa?" And he walked away. I thought, holy shit, he knows.
Yeah.
He knows what happened, if I know what the thrust of Yvonne's book was, how one person in a state this size or a couple people can have a huge impact, I would have told her that story. But I haven't run into her again to tell her that story. I should get her phone number and call her up and tell her that story.
So chiropractic, the short definition, the short description.
Chiropractic finds joint dysfunction and muscle hypertonicities. What's not moving. It started primarily as a spinal treatment, although I treat ankles, elbows, wrists, shoulders, knees, because people have problems that are not just spinal. So we find what's not moving, we get it unlocked, get it moving, and that helps slow down degeneration, and it gives people better health because all the organs of the body are innervated through the spine. You can have a painless subluxation in the spine where you're not getting 100% nerve transmission, and you'll have organs that are not working properly. So I fixed bedwetters, stomach ailments, asthma, headaches, of course, all kinds of things that people wouldn't think are related to the spine. Leg pain, arm pain, constipation, all kinds of things you can fix by remobilizing the spine. Only chiropractors are the only people to do it. Physical therapists don't really manipulate like we do. Osteopaths used to, but now they don't so much anymore. So chiropractic is really the torchbearer for drugless, non-surgical healthcare.
You just got a new knee.
Partial new knee. Yeah.
When was this? 3 weeks ago, you said?
Well, it was a month ago yesterday, but I came back to work after 3 weeks.
Show me what you can do with it. Like you just did. Can you do that?
I can bring it all the way up.
Yeah.
I have really good flexion.
Yeah.
And I asked the physical therapist, how many degrees should I have? They said, you got to have a minimum of 130. Well, I see 135. I said, well, where am I at? They said, 142.
You're ahead of the game, man.
Yeah.